couple nights ago, there was a full moon, and if you've ever gone out and looked at a full moon, it is just very impressive and overwhelming. The other night, I was sleeping in a different room because we had family in, and this room has a high window. And during the night, I looked up and woke up, and the room was basically, it felt like there was a light on because the moon was shining through that window. The shade wasn't drawn, and the reflection of that moon was unbelievable. Talk about light. Made me think about, how do we do at reflecting light from a spiritual standpoint? I want to talk about that this morning in your morning cup of inspiration. It's interesting to know that the moon, as we know, is not a source of light. The sun is the source of light. But what does the moon do? The moon reflects the light of the sun. Where the source of the light is, it reflects that to us at Earth. Now, an interesting fact is that the moon only reflects approximately 7% of the sun. You can imagine if it reflected 20, 30, 40, 50%, it would seem like daytime all the time, wouldn't it? Got me thinking. Jesus is the source of light for this earth, and we are to be a reflection of that light, aren't we? How many of us reflect 7% of a full moon? How many of us reflect nothing? How many of us reflect more? Listen to what the Bible tells us in John. Jesus is speaking and saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Jesus is the light. In John 9:5, as long as I'm in the world, I'm the light of the world. But what do we know now? We know, based on what Matthew 5:14 says, that you're the light of the world, a city set on a hill that can't be hidden. Christ wants you to reflect His light to the world. Are you doing that today? Are you a reflection of Jesus? When people see you throughout a given day, do they see the light of Jesus? Do they see Jesus in your life? I challenge you this morning to reflect on that today, and if you are not being a reflection of the light of Christ, I encourage you to begin doing that. Begin allowing His light to reflect off you and onto the world today. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.